It's Halloween season. Spooky costumes can be seen in a lot of places. So let's take a look at some spooky stories. Among the most well-known figures of the underworld is Count Dracula. Numerous movies have been made about him. I grew up watching Dracula movies starring Christopher Lee back in the 1960s and 70s. Because of that, whenever the name Transylvania was being mentioned, it gave me the creeps as I imagined Transylvania as a dark, gloomy and spooky place. Until recently. A few weeks ago, I made a visit to Transylvania and also the Dracula's castle. This visit was an eye-opener. Transylvania was not like what I had been imagining all this while. The countryside is so beautiful with farms and villages, along with beautiful plains and hills. So, what is this castle and how is it linked to Dracula? Dracula's castle is located in the village of Bran, about 180 kilometers from Bucharest, the capital of Romania. It is actually known as Bran Castle. So how did Bran Castle came to be called Dracula's castle? In actual fact, Dracula as a spooky fella was only introduced to the world about 125 years ago. He was created by an Irish writer, Bram Stoker. Interestingly, Bram Stoker never stepped foot in Bran Castle or Transylvania. Instead, he got his idea from his visits to the libraries in the UK, where he learned about Transylvania, which at that time was a mysterious place to most people in the UK. He did not name Bran Castle as the castle where Dracula haunts. Instead, in his book, he only described Dracula's castle as a castle built on very steep rock with spectacular views in Transylvania. It was said that he was inspired by the infamous prince Vlad the Impaler, who was famous for his torture methods inflicted on his enemies and victims. Anyway, there is no evidence that Vlad had ever owned or even stayed in the castle, although he is believed to have passed by the castle a few times. So what is this Bran Castle? Bran Castle was first built back in the 1300s on a strategic pass at the border between Transylvania and Wallachia. Eastern Europe has a long history of small independent states in existence, sometimes cooperating with each other and other times fighting each other as they struggled to survive. So this castle was built strategically on a hill next to the pass that provided a passage between the two states of Transylvania and Wallachia. As such, this castle has always served as a military outpost and a tax collection post between the two states until Transylvania became part of Romania, thus rendering this castle to lose its role. In 1920, the castle was given to Queen Marie of Romania as a gift. She renovated the castle to its glory. But when the communists took over Romania, the castle was taken over by them, until 1990 when it was returned to its owners, the descendants of the Queen. Since then, it has become a private museum, showcasing the story of Dracula and also the splendor of the place during Queen Mary's time. As the castle fit the description in Bram Stoker's Dracula story, American tourists in the 1970s and 80s called it the Dracula's Castle, and the rest is history. Having stepped foot in the castle, I can understand why. The castle does look kind of spooky, as the castle was originally meant to be a military post. It was not grand compared to castles built for royalty. The rooms are small, stairs narrow and steep, adding to the spookiness. In addition, there are secret passages and torture chambers that added to its scary fame. Queen Mary, in taking over the castle, did put a touch of class into some of the rooms, as can be seen during the visit. At the same time, there are exhibits and write-ups on Bram Stoker and his Dracula story. There is also a section describing folklore of ghosts as believed by the local community in the old days. All in all, Bran Castle does give an eerie feeling of being Dracula's castle. I certainly would not want to spend a night there alone. Thank you for watching this video.